my friends, I'm back already and so are you. Today's phonics test day. I took a look at it. It looks like it's pretty easy today. So I'd like to see some hunties on this one, actually. It should say Phonics and Language Test 20 on top of your paper, and it also should say your name on it. If your name is Caitlin, put Caitlin. If your name is Mac, put Mac. If your name is JJ, put JJ. If your name is Kennedy, put Fake Weston. Yeah, you can put Kennedy if you want to. Number 1, finish the sentences by writing the word your teacher says. So we're going to read some sentences, and you'll see that in each sentence there's a word missing. I'm going to tell you what that word is, and you just need to write that word in there. Your job is to make sure you spell it carefully. First one, Dad drove us home. Thanks, Dad. Dad drove us home. Next, please put the dishes in the sink. Please put the dishes in the sink. Next one. Aunt Julie talks to Mom on the phone on Saturdays. Aunt Julie talks to Mom on the phone on Saturdays. Next. Mom told me to take a small piece of cake. Mom told me to take a small piece of cake. See, not so hard so far, pretty easy. Number 2, write the sentence your teacher says. I'm going to read a sentence. I'll read it a few times so you can hear it a few times. Make sure you write it exactly the way it should look. That means spelled carefully and capitals, periods, whatever you need to make it correct for a sentence. One turkey ran behind the barn. One turkey ran behind the barn. Now I'll read it slowly for you. One turkey ran behind the barn. Now I'll read it normal speed. One turkey ran behind the barn. One turkey ran behind the barn. If you need more time, you can pause it. Make sure you write neatly so I can read it. When you're ready, let's start part 3. Draw a line between the subject part and the predicate part of the sentence. Underline the verb twice and the subject once. So it's kind of like what we did for your seat work today, for your schoolwork. Or maybe it was yesterday. Wait a second, did I forget? Oh, I did. Okay, so I'm going to read these sentences to you. You draw a line between the subject and the verb, underline the verb 2 times and the subject 1 time, just like we usually do. Seth brought a shell to school today. Seth brought a shell to school today. Our class looked at it with a magnifying glass. Our class looked at it with a magnifying glass. Third one, Maggie showed us her sand dollar. Maggie showed us her sand dollar. Number 4, mark the circle next to the sentences with subjects and verbs that agree. That means that the right subject matches the right kind of verb. It sounds tricky, but when you hear it, I think you'll know it. Josh play on the slide at recess. Mark the circle if that's correct. Josh play on the slide at recess. Next one. Caleb and Peter work together to clean the yard. Caleb and Peter work together to clean the yard. Now remember, we're coloring the circles if the sentence is correct, if the subject and the verb agree. Third one. The baby birds cheeps loudly for their dinner. The baby birds cheeps loudly for their dinner. And last one, Amy likes to play the piano. Amy likes to play the piano. Okay, when you're ready, we'll go to the back side. I'll read these words quickly to you, and then you can circle as many special sounds as you can find. Turnips, footprints, whale, scratchy, cement, whittle, carrots, bookworms, center, healthy, flowery, wheel, cherries, fishhooks, glance, circus, mighty, wheat, celery, scrapbooks, thirsty, sauce, armchair, wheeze, and cabbage. Now, when you're circling special sounds in this part, be careful. One of the special sounds we like to miss a lot is s in city. There's some in there, so be careful. See if you can find all those s in cities. Remember when the C says a s sound? All right, that is that. When you're finished with your test, put it with your papers that you are going to hand back in to me so I can check it. I will see you tomorrow.